everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I am the man behind the microphone.
Oh my gosh,
I'm Brownie, by the way.
Socks, guys. What was I thinking?
I saw those and I was like,
We'll just put this down.
this is why you gotta wear no-show socks, yo.
I just imagine that you don't think.
I just thought you said that male socks are the new lingerie.
Well, they are, but that's typically when a man is wearing a pair of just pants.
And not these.
Yeah.
You see nothing. You need to see like everybody.
Oh.
This is our first stream at the podcast as a Twitch affiliate. Man, it feels good to finally.
I wish I had some kind of overlay to throw up to be like, woohoo.
Like, boom, like confetti, yay!
No, confetti.
So I was actually thinking if we made like a 1,000-bit cheer to like launch confetti into the set or something.
That'd be
fun.
funny. Yeah, I like that.
It would be a horrible nightmare mess constantly, but it'd be fun.
It would be fun.
People would pay tons of bits for it. Trust
yeah.
me.
Yeah, what we would have to do is we have to figure out how much it costs to get the confetti first and then make a little bit of margin for it.
I'm sure you can make your own.
Oh yeah, we just straight up buy a confetti cannon. The confetti cannons exist.
Should we make an indoor potato gun that shoots it up against the wall and people pay it?
I don't want to knock the wall over. Anyway,
and then here's the thing. Then they can pay extra just to watch Jeremy clean it up afterwards.
Oh, yes!
No.
Who would pay to see that? Who?
Oh, everybody would.
Everybody. I would.
Absolutely not.
And he has to pick it, like, do you remember what the Dirt Devil little vacuums that they used to have? Jeremy
the Dustbuster, you mean?
We had the Dirt
If
Devil.
Kara keeps
Dustbuster
going,
was
pretty
the
soon I'm going to
classic.
use a toothbrush and a French maid outfit to clean it up. This needs to be stopped
That
immediately.
If we ever start a Patreon, that'll be like the 69,420.
It'd be the OnlyFans or whatever.
Yep.
Jeremy in a little French maid outfit, and he'd be using tweezers to pick each.
I do, before we get too far in, want to say thank you to a whole bunch of people.
All right, say thank you.
So after Kara's last stream last week, we raided Chris Perillo's channel on the advice of Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, Lakers 218, you're dope, man.
And so Chris Perillo, amazing dude, super accommodating, super interactive. We have him as a suggested channel on the bottom of our Twitch page. Check him out.
Yeah.
He streams every night, and if you like Star Wars, you don't like Star Wars as much as he does. I just guarantee it.
Yeah.
I don't. I love Star Wars.
Chris makes Jeremy and Kara look like me.
It's true.
It's insane. So I want to say thank you so much for being so awesome when we were in there, Chris. I doubt that he's watching, but if he is, you're amazing. You're even more amazing if you are watching. But just even the shout outs and everything is super cool. And then a bunch of people from his stream came over and followed us. So I want to say thank you for the follows to Forever United, Tech Talk, and D-Torque. You guys are legends.
Thank you.
And then I want to thank Brad and Swanky for subbing to the channel, like handing over actual, real, physical world dollars for some reason.
Thank you, guys.
I can't believe it.
Absolutely nuts. And then Swanky subbing for like 5,000 years right off the bat.
Apparently, he doesn't think he's going to get sick of us in that
Yeah, he's going to be on vacation and forget how crappy we are and come back and be like, why did I waste all that money?
He's going to come back and I'm going to be so fit. He'll be like, yeah.
And Jeremy's going to be
double rowing machines. We can maybe tell that story later.
Oh my God.
So you set them up so you're facing each other so you can psych each other out while you're doing it.
Right?
It's ridiculous. What do we do with Chip?
We'll put him between us.
You get a little kiddie pool and put it in between the two of you so you can splash around.
Or we just hook it up so we make waves.
Yeah.
You know? It's ridiculous.
That would be
okay,
awesome.
So before it started, first I want to talk about affiliate has made Twitch. It's felt like a little bit of a win. We've been doing this for how long on YouTube and just never amounted to anything. And then Twitch, it was a tangible goal to chase. So it felt easier to actually get. Now we've gotten something. The amount of stuff Twitch unlocks for you to be able to do just makes it so much more fun. So we get the channel bits now, and you get all these fun things you can do, which Chris will probably go over in just a second. You can use your channel bits for.
It's nice to make it so tangible for people too, not just like you said, Facebook. You need like 10,000 people before you can even consider making money or anything. Like,
yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, YouTube's 1,000, subs.
Yep.
And so, anyways, it's like the amount of stuff you can do. So Kara and Chris have both been hard at work making all these awesome new emojis, and it's fun because you can use them anywhere. And so Kara,
if you're subscribed, you can use them anywhere. If you're a follower, you can use them in our chat, but not anywhere else.
Well, and for some of them were even locked for Kara.
For me, and I freaking am on this thing.
So before the stream started, we're sitting here, and she was really sad about it. And she looked over and she saw that I was sub. Now, if you didn't know, I mean, I don't know if it's one time a year, but Chris,
it's every month.
You just have to redo.
You just have to resubscribe.
Got it. So you get
sorry, I keep on cutting you off. Okay. You finish. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just with Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch sub,
and it's worth more to us than an actual paid sub is.
Is it really?
They want people to use them so badly. So it means a lot to Amazon and to Twitch that people use them. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription every month to hand out. It's good for 1 month, and I think they make it like that. So if you want to pass it around to different creators that you like. But if you're not using it, just use it at all, because it means it's weighted more heavily than other subscriptions. It's only good for a tier 1, so if you want to do a tier 2 or tier 3, which I have no idea why you want to spend that much money to watch us, but if you did.
Why wouldn't you, though? I mean, come on. Just kidding.
But just make sure that you use it. It takes like 2 seconds to link your Twitch and Amazon accounts together. And then if you want to use it on us, we really appreciate it. If you don't want to use it on us, just use it on somebody.
So Kara wanted to know why I used the Amazon one on myself and not on her. Mm-hmm. Well, because it was originally, before we were married, my Amazon account. If we get a divorce, the Amazon Prime is coming with me. That's all I'm saying right now.
She gets Chip, you get the Amazon account.
Absolutely. Do you know how much that established 2005 means to me? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I use it on myself. So I thought it was witty to use the emote that Kara
I made.
Couldn't use.
That I
but
made.
But apparently, it's actually a turd move.
Big old turd move. Jeremy's like, oh, you want to use the design that you made, Kara? Suck it.
Yeah. So I got
very disrespectful.
So now Kara.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I gifted her a subscription.
Dang right he did.
That's hilarious.
Gal.
So, so Swanky did want to mention is like Twitch sets everything to auto renew off the bat if you sub. So you do have to keep an eye on. I think it switches to like the pay one.
Got it.
So.
Good to know. Good to know.
And then he said earlier, and I think this is in terms of doing like cleanup stuff. Like if we do the confetti, it's like we should set a random wheel to spin to see who picks it up. Maybe 16 total sections with 11 Jeremy slots, 4 Kara slots, and a chat pick slot.
We do have the wheel.
Yep.
So
it's just been sitting down at the other building. We used it a few times for Lego stuff that I don't even know if I edited those videos.
Or if they went live anywhere, yeah.
Oh, really?
So.
Wow, okay.
Here's the deal. Swanky. Mr. Swanky. I'm looking at you, rock band encroacher. So David calls me up. It's like TPS reports an office space around my life with Rock Band especially. Chris over here taunts me daily. Oh, I beat your score, suck it in the game.
And it's so easy. And it's so easy.
It does all of that for you. Then I get it in Discord. I'm trying to relax at home. I get into Discord. Swanky lets me know he's crushing my scores. David called me up on the way down here. He's like, A, Swanky has a massive gamer score, and B, he's crushing all your scores in Rock Band, dude, because he joined our band for our band challenge thing.
The Rivals.
And so apparently there was even a song that I 100%ed on bass. He still did better. So you just whammy a little bit harder, don't you, Swanky? You just use that whammy. You just use your star power better. You had to take away.
I was gonna say it's probably more about when you apply the star power than anything, because it's like if you save it for faster runs of notes and stuff, you get definitely more score.
So he is absolutely demolishing all my scores.
It's okay.
Who do you think's better, me or Swanky?
I'm thinking Swanky. He has over 1,500 songs, I guess, and David's got like 450 stars. Swanky's got like 1,200 or some outrageous amount of total stars collected from playing all the different songs.
Well, here's the thing: if Swanky does come up, we're just gonna have a Rock Band night. Like,
well, I'm gonna be the third wheel. You'll be on vocal unless I do drums, but then David couldn't come out and hang.
You just do harmony.
A harmony? You guys are putting me the backup singer?
Yeah.
Are you gonna unplug my mic so it feels
you
like
can
I'm
do that, or you can do catering. You can do one of the two.
yeah, Jared would be like, would anybody like a Coca-Cola?
You are so funny. You get that out of here.
Yeah, he says you can backseat rock manage.
Oh my goodness. Tell Kara what to do.
Oh, so Swanky, do you like that I made you a VIP of the channel, by the way?
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's what that little diamond means, is he's a VIP.
I know what we all want to see. We all want to see Kara play Sekiro with a Rock Band controller. Imagine there. Hesitation is defeat. Wait till you...
Playing it with like a guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You absolutely can.
People do runs like that. People have beaten Dark Souls like on a keyboard, or like as in like a piano or a people.
Yeah, you can use like a MIDI controller.
Yeah.
No.
Why not? What do you mean?
Why don't you do it?
Hesitation is defeat.
Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not.
Why don't you play
Okay, so Gran Turismo 7. Let's talk about this for a minute. Now, this is just me talking. I like to talk, but I've been watching.
Who'd have thought?
I've been watching so much Top Gear, and then when I watched Kara play Gran Turismo 7 today, the way it cuts the video at the end, I thought it would be fun to do our own star in the reasonably priced car, where we had people come down, they used the wheel, they did a race, we have the same track and the same car, and every guest sets a lap time, and we could talk about it. It could be really funny.
Oh, that could be funny, actually.
And then we can compare them, who's like the fastest, and we can, like, it just could be really funny, right?
Yeah.
So
could you set it as like some random track or anything like that?
We'd want it to be the same car and the same track.
Right.
Yeah, otherwise
but not just a circle track. Circle track, I mean, that'd be boring.
we would do an
We have to do like Le Mans or something.
Yeah.
What if you could make your own and have it be the
Rise of the Podcast logo. You have to drive the Rise of the Podcast
right?
logo
That would
circuit.
be cool. That would be really cool.
It would be.
Even
That
if it's
would
just
be.
like the double out. Let me go to the
well,
wide
yeah,
here.
because then
If
you can go
it's just the
around
double
K
outline,
and around
yeah.
the J and stuff like that.
So it's the rectangle, but then you have all the
outer
turns
lines,
of Kara
yeah.
and Jeremy.
That'd be cool.
Even the Rise could be really fun too, like a track that was like the Rise.
Oh,
That would
that's
be
true
sweet.
too. Yeah.
I can see all the
Can you imagine that? That's like a 160 degree turn coming off of the R.
But anyways, so my friend Derek let me borrow his wheel, his G923 wheel. The thing is amazing. You can feel like the little rumbles in the road and everything. And what do you call it when you experience something amazing and you just chase it for the rest of your life? Like chasing the dragon? Is that a thing?
Well, that's normally used for heroin, but yes.
Well,
What did you do in high school, Jeremy?
It's when he was in Vegas,
it was
obviously.
when I was in Vegas.
Chewing, doing heroin. I mean,
No, I was chasing the dragon.
Getting into fights in elevators with people.
I'm trying to relive the experience of driving that Porsche 911 around the track. And for once, the biggest reviews, I am surprised. I'm a big Xbox person, humongous Xbox person. I'm really digging Gran Turismo. I really am. I really, truly am. And so, I got some points to redeem there. Make sure the algorithm knows that I'm getting so I can put myself in timeout. Anyways,
yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
Gran Turismo, I'm just absolutely digging because what they're saying is that the cars actually feel different enough. So it's like you drive a Mini, it would feel like it would, and then you switch to a different car, it actually feels different. So I get in the wheel and I'm driving the Mini, and then I do another race in this 911 I bought. I saved up all my money. I didn't spend any of it. And the first car I bought was a 911 GT3 RS. I get in it, and immediately the thing turns on like a dime. So it feels like it has the four-wheel steering. It's got the power difference.
Question. So does driving the Mini in the game feel like driving it in real life?
It does. It does. It really does.
Okay.
And that ties into like another idea I have. But anyway, so I get and to feel the difference, it's unbelievable. So I really love it. So I hand it over to Kara, our tame racing driver, who
she's not tame and she's not a racing driver, but that's close enough.
So she does I put her in the license test, and I'm like, haha, this will be really funny. I'm gonna let her hit the gas and then stop within the little square. So the first time she tries, actually only like 2 or 3 times, and she gets it down. She just goes gas and then full brake, and she beats my score. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
Dang tootin'.
So then the next license test, you have to do it again, but you have a faster car, right? So you gotta stop a little bit earlier. You're also going a little bit faster. You have more to stop, more distance to cover. The very first try, she gets done, locks the brakes up. She blows my time out of the water, and I got gold. Gold is hard enough to get. Her tires were over just a little bit over the line. Like, she barely met the threshold. And I was like, jaw hit the floor. You gotta be kidding me. Get out of here.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
So
like you said, what other games can we destroy Jeremy's records in?
No, it's just so Kara is beating me in Gran Turismo 7. You guys are all destroying me in Rock Band. Why am I the bar?
Are you sure that you want, because you talk so much crap about it? Are you sure that you want me to play The Witcher?
Yeah, right. You're really gonna love it. I'm serious.
Witcher is so good.
I was debating because like I see that like there's like The Witcher 1 and 2. It's like, do I need to play those in advance?
I didn't play either of those. I just went straight to 3, and 3 is
the combat
good.
wasn't
Really good.
ironed out until 3.
Okay.
So the mechanics of the game are not fun. So in like 1 and 2, you actually have to keep grinding over for the same potions. In 3, the reason why it's so brilliant, because there's so many. You only got to make a potion once. Then the rest of the time, whenever you rest, you refill it with alcohol. You don't have to ever make it again. You just keep.
Oh, it's like a sourdough starter.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So it's nice because then you just have to find the ingredients.
Can you imagine like for months just like stretching the same booze out?
I know,
It's
right?
like that would be some funky drink at
I'm
the end
sure
of that.
there's some kids out there that are real good at it.
Well, I think in the book they do say it's not great.
Chip's gonna be good at it.
I hope not.
Oh, little boy,
Little
no.
boy. He's a cute little man. I love him.
All right, so real quick, I do want to talk about some of this. Like, we're relative noobs to Twitch.
Did you vacuum up your channel points, Kara?
I did.
Tangent crystals?
They're tangent crystals.
Yeah,
it even
Jeremy,
says right
right
there, tangent crystals.
Woo!
So we've got a wide array of fun things that we can do with these. I need to make this a little bit bigger so I can see what it says. So, like, there's the basic crap that everybody has, like, highlight my message, boring, whatever, unlock a random sub emote, whatever. It's all normal stuff. Like, my favorite one is, whoops, I must provide a message for this reward. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it all wrong. Can I not do it? Where's the thing's not scrolling down? Anyway, it's not going to let me do it. But you can, for 550 tangent crystals, you can mute Jeremy for 60 seconds. So if you're just getting tired, if you're getting tired of Jeremy's BS.
Why wouldn't you want to?
We just switch like this, and then Jeremy doesn't get to talk.
Yep, you get to listen to me.
And in the spirit.
This is what it's going to be like.
Isn't it great? Not hearing Jeremy for 60 whole seconds.
Yep.
Spirit of the law, I won't try.
Nobody can hear you because
No, nobody can hear you at all. So just
It doesn't carry over?
stop talking.
Nope.
Stop talking. You're fine.
I mean, it probably does, but nobody can tell.
So yeah.
And that's what Jeremy timeout would be like.
There's got to be a timer that starts, right?
What? No, I just have to look at the clock.
You should get a clock. To be like,
Chris is like 10 minutes later. I think it's been about a minute.
It went up.
These are galactic seconds.
Yeah.
Light seconds.
If you wanted to invest more into the set, we could get like a little monitor set up somewhere or
that'd be
whatever.
funny.
Because then you can do stuff too. You can have people get you get your message on the monitor or whatever. Okay. I want to talk about Chris Perillo again for a minute.
Okay, let's talk about Chris.
Yeah.
So because I've watched his stream the last 3 nights in a row. Basically, I even tried to enter to get the Star Wars: The Old Republic set thing that he was giving away.
Who got it?
I don't know. I was hanging out with Tim by the time I left the stream on because I wanted him to get those watch minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe our name got drawn, but I never got around to being like, yeah, I'm here, I'll take it. That'd be hilarious if you won it because it says must be present to win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyway. You were there actually when I did this. So he has a camera on he does 3D prints. So it's basically it's essentially imagine what we're doing, but then he's also doing 3D prints. And then he also has the ability to run around and show you different stuff that he's worked on and whatever.
Run and gun.
But so on his 3D print cam, he had something written out in Arabic. And I was
I was there for that.
And I was kept looking at it and was I wonder what that says. And I was trying to think of an easy way to try and translate it. And I tried asking once, but he missed it.
Yeah.
So then I was screw it. And I pull up a stupid translator and I'm sitting there.
You don't know what it says, do you?
It had something to do with the 3D printer. And then he switched to Rise of the Podcast. And then...
Way to take the punchline of my story, Kara.
I mean, he didn't switch it. It was still something to do with the 3D
but
printer.
yeah, so it was the model and type of filament that he was using, except that he was using a different filament at that time. So he's well, since he pointed that out, and then he put us on there for a while, and then he actually literally changed the way that the thing works. Basically, I think it was top gifter of subs for the night gets
so
their
the
name
guy
up there in Arabic.
or whatever, Mossip or whatever, he gifted a billion gifts.
It's ridiculous.
Subs. I was like, what?
So, and everybody there is so freaking cool. So he was playing Star Wars: The Old Republic yesterday. Now this is the most meta stream we've ever done because we're just streaming about talking about another streamer. But it was hilarious because he's not a big gamer, right?
No.
So he's playing and he's trying to figure out the controls and chat's no, move with WASD or do whatever. And he was moonwalking everywhere and he's whatever, Michael Jackson. And it was so funny to me that he was doing that. And then his daughter, Jedi, his daughter's name is Jedi.
Yep.
Jumped on for a minute and they were doing a thing and they did a combat. He blasted the guy or whatever and she moonwalked away. And I was it was so funny to me that because she was controlling the movement and he was controlling the combat. And I was oh yes, the classic assassination while moonwalking away. Anyway, it was really funny. It was pretty really good. Funny. But yeah, anyway, so again, he's awesome. If you're ever bored and if you want somebody who's even harder core about Star Wars, or if you we're not you guys collect stuff, we have collectibles, but the encyclopedic knowledge.
Well, straight up, he showed us his Lego room, so I came back for that, and he's got every variant of the Millennium Falcon. Then he's minifigs, that's where it's at, and it was minifigs.
Literal shelves of minifigs,
shelves that are this by this, and they're minifigs shoulder to shoulder, back to back, all
not like hundreds, not like that. It's probably like tens of thousands of minifigs.
Seriously.
Absolutely insanity.
It
Yeah.
was absolute insanity.
It was amazing.
That being said, I think if we got all of our stuff set up like that, like it would probably like, well, you saw them all of the old,
You said it
Kara
took
hasn't
3
seen
hours.
it.
So you said you took 3 hours to take the Legos off the shelf.
Yeah. Because it was on that wire shelf. So it's like, you have to be careful not to hook the stuff on and blow it up.
Oh my God.
And it's
There's
like-
Star Destroyers down here now too.
Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah, you did that
up
last
there.
week, didn't you?
Yeah.
I know if somebody gives, I don't know, what's $1,000 in bits?
It'd be 100,000 or so 1,000. Yeah,
Well, I'll tell you
100,000
what,
bits.
it won't go over the price of the item. If somebody gives $500 in bits, we will throw the Star Destroyer off the second floor.
That's I can
That's
set a
13
bit goal
hours
for
of
that.
work.
We could set a cumulative goal for it if you wanted to.
Oh no, not cumulative. One goal.
One, okay.
One goal.
That
One
was
shot.
13 hours of work. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but then we could just do it again and shoot another. Oh, okay. So this is going to be meaningless to literally everybody except for the three of us. Nobody's going to care about this story, but I have to tell somebody. So while I was working yesterday, for some reason the stupid VPN wasn't working.
Yeah, for your job.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was getting really frustrated, and like literally everybody else is able to get this thing to work except for me, and it's like, this is stupid. I was getting really annoyed. So in between like trying to get that working, are you familiar with Windows Directory Statistics, Windows Stat?
Yep.
So it just analyzes your disks and it breaks down how much space you have, how much is being taken up, and what type of file is taking up that space.
It's super useful.
It's incredibly useful. I use it all.
The logo has been the same since it came out. Little tree.
Yep. I have the crunchy old one.
You? Yeah.
Oh, the logo has been the same. You're saying,
been
yeah,
the same, yeah.
yeah. It's literally like 8 pixels and
Yep.
it's a little green tree. Anyway, so and I actually got our old IT thing to download onto my computer so I could analyze our cold storage at work to be able
Nice.
to like figure out what the heck's going on. And okay, so hold on, I must use an emote. Ladies and gentlemen, it's tangent time.
Yes.
So, in the history of video cameras evolving, there was a time where it transitioned from analog recording to digital recording.
Yep.
And so instead of recording on a magnetic tape or even digital tape, you switch over to using like SD cards, or in the case of this particular camera, the Panasonic P2, you shoot on a P2 card. And here's the thing that sucks about the P2. It caps out at 1080/30. And the file size is bigger than when I shoot on 4K on this thing.
That's crazy.
And it gives you an RGB composite video layer, and then the RG and B video layers independent of each other. And then it's got 4-channel audio recording. It gives you all 4 channels, and all of it's independent of each other. So you have to keep the file structure together, because if it references any of those, it has to use the root tree inside of the folder that it generates to find the other things and smash it all together.
Unbelievable.
And each one of the channels is the same size for color. So if it's a 1.5 gig file, it's 4 1.5 gig files.
Oh.
So it is ridiculously huge. So I was
dumb.
going through and transcoding them to like MP4s.
Right.
Because they already look like crap anyway, so one generation loss isn't going to make them look any worse.
And then that file can exist in and of itself. Boom.
The Jeremy timeouts are 60 seconds, and I have them incredibly limited, unfortunately, Swanky. But if you want to, we can find some sort of way to work around that. Anyway, so I was looking through our like hard drives and stuff like that for the stuff that we've recorded.
Yeah.
And so, hey, I forgot. I never did the time lapse or the review of that treehouse.
Oh, really?
No, I did not.
We still have that then?
That's in the book still. So we have a couple of videos that I could be working on.
Dang, okay.
I thought that I had gotten those done, but the problem is like the reason I discovered that as I was looking, and the files that this thing makes are stupid huge, which we know.
Yep.
195 gigs just for the time lapse off of this thing.
Oh my gosh. And he's pointing to the Shogun.
Yeah.
'Cause he was using the HDD to.
Yeah, I don't want to throw this.
Yeah.
It shoots out of hard drives, and this is the smaller of the two, but this is still like $150. So
Easy.
That's insane.
anyway, so and then and we're shooting JPEGs for the other time lapses.
Yeah.
But just the JPEGs for that thing's another 90 gigs. Absolutely
Holy
ridiculous. So I
moly.
I transcoded all the Shogun files down to MP4s.
Nice.
And we're talking like 190 gigs to like 11 gigs.
So This tangent started because you were showing the IT guys at work Winterstat, and you did it on your own machine, and then found those files again. Is that how you?
What? No, this was just something that's like I knew I needed to do because like so I was. The reason I was doing this is because on my I have 5 hard drives on my computer, and all of them are for different reasons.
Yep.
And so the edit drive was getting full, and that's where the podcast moves to initially once I take it off of this machine to go and edit it.
Yep.
And I was like, I wanted to move some of the podcasts off, but the archive drive is completely full. So I was looking at the archive drive and cleaning up old projects on there. So here's the thing. I needed, like, once you can get one condensed down and free up the space, it makes it easier to condense more at the same time because you need available space to fill up the smaller files, and then you can delete the big ones.
Yep.
So I was going through, and I did 80% of our old brickable things to turn the Shogun stuff into them. So it's going to unlink the files, but if we ever needed to open up the project again, I can just link the MP4 instead of the Shogun file.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Right, that's really smart.
So like, and I was taking care of that, and then I was like, well, I just wanted to look at the edit drive itself and see like how full it was. Like, why the hell is Brickable have like 300 gigs?
Yeah.
We don't have anything recorded. And then I was looking and it was like, so we recorded that, and we recorded the helmet reviews also have not come out.
No kidding.
Really?
Yeah. So, and we recorded all that on the same day. So it's like, there was like a gajillion files in there.
Pregnant at that time?
Oh yeah.
So I think that's what was happening is we were just chewing through so much stuff.
Yeah.
Because we knew
Trying
once
to-
Chip came, it was going to.
Yeah, I think we were just chewing through so much that we were, and that explains why there's so many unfinished things. That's crazy.
So Swanky, you can't save up and keep Jeremy quiet for a whole podcast, but maybe
He's got a limit.
I do have a limit. So here's the thing: it can be redeemed once every 15 minutes. It can only be redeemed 3 times per stream, and
As of right now.
and you can only redeem it once personally.
Oh my gosh, you can make a stretch goal, Chris.
Yeah.
Where cumulatively, you add more timeout availabilities.
So here's the thing: like people do this all the time. It's like It's like if you can cheer bits or something or do whatever, and you can extend the timer.
Oh, if
So
we
they could
got
put you
the
on
digital
time.
board.
Yeah, they could just run the timer up.
Oh my goodness. What would you want that though? It'd be Rise of the Podcast with Kara, and that would go away.
It'd just be this.
Yeah, that's all it would be. Who would want that?
All right, so can somebody take me back to what we were talking about before I went on the tangent?
Reasonably priced celebrities in Gran Turismo 7. I think that would be fun for people because I'd be curious to see like.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, no, it was after that because I was.
Well, wouldn't it be fun?
The tangent was me talking about the P2s. The story that I tangented from was managing the data.
Dang.
So I moved 4 months worth of podcasts off of my edit drive onto the
Do
external.
you have more
hard drive.
P2 story?
No, the P2 is just talking about how crappy big the files were and why I initially learned that was from using Winterstat at work.
Jeez.
We figured it out. I think I did a pretty good job of straightening out this.
What is it?
It's a twisty tie.
Oh.
I don't know what it was for, but it was just sitting here, and as I was doing the story, I don't know why, I just like nervous habit, like Jeremy rubbing his feet together like a praying mantis.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gross.
Jeremy at night, he does it subconsciously. He will rub his dry feet together.
Why are you
and so it's
emphasizing
like
dry?
Because it makes a scratchy noise.
it does. And it's just like and he doesn't realize he does it, and then that's all I hear, so I have a hard time falling asleep because he's like his nasty old man feet together.
Some people drool. Some people snore. I rub my feet.
And snore.
I snore and grind my teeth.
It is.
I can't
some people
stand
grind their
teeth grinding. Chip has been grinding his teeth.
It's really annoying because it's really crunchy. It's like clack, clack,
yeah,
clack,
it's like his front teeth. So he'll like
Ugh.
just the thought of it is like
thinking about it. Ugh.
I'm glad that I don't have to hear it.
That's bad. But anyways, I
mean,
don't
like
know
mine.
why.
I'm saying is like I don't have to hear myself when I'm asleep. That's
right.
I take my feet and I go like this. I put them together like I guess like a when you see those crickets play with their legs like like
Jeremy's a cricket.
maybe I was a cricket. At
Jeremy
one point.
Cricket, not Jiminy Cricket. Jeremy Cricket.
Yep.
There's a caveman DNA is still in there or something. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, so I do that subconsciously. But anyways, Chip was doing it the other day, which is kind of
Today.
today.
Yep.
Excuse my thunder.
What I just correcting your incorrect information.
Hey, sweet, it worked. Sorry, Jamie.
What?
You're on timeout.
Now I get to I don't know what I'm going to talk about. What am I going to talk about?
Yeah, I should have done that when we had something to
Right.
talk about instead.
Well, me streaming, I did play more Horizon last night, so I did get further ahead than where everybody saw me streaming last.
So the thing is, I think we started sort of in the middle anyway, so
did.
it probably doesn't make a big difference.
So Jeremy wants me to go back to streaming Sekiro. I want to finish Sekiro, but I also want to finish Horizon Zero Dawn. I gotta finish games. I can't just like. I need to
how
play.
much Horizon do you have left?
I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, it's true what people want to see, but like I'm playing.
I didn't hear. Why did you ask that question? Because I couldn't hear anything because someone's on timeout.
Right? I know. What? No, so I'm playing Arceus, Pokemon Arceus right now. I need to finish that.
Am I off?
Yeah, you're good.
Woo! Pokemon Arceus is really good, but Carrie, you need to ask the people what they want to see. Realistically,
I make people watch.
You got channel bits you can spend away.
So the thing is, I just redeemed one. We can't do it for another 15 minutes.
Yes!
Woo! I am invincible.
You're lucky that I put those constrained things. I feel like people will just spam that.
Oh, they would.
They would spam it.
Anyways, people want to see me. After Kara got off, and I
Hold on. Who's giving you this information that you want to be
first
seeing?
off, it just feels right. That's all
It
I'm
just
saying.
feels right.
Wait,
Feels right.
It feels right for you to stream and not me?
No, when I got on, I had so much energy. I was such a good talker. I took us into the raid. I was like,
who was giving you this information? I think
Yeah,
this is all coming from your. You can't self scout. Is what I'm saying.
Good.
What are you saying?
I'm not. My ability to have
Okay,
good
do
looks
Jeremy's close up and then
does
do my
not-
close
does
up, and we
not-
will see who actually looks better.
Lighting-
There's Jeremy.
lighting
Jeremy.
in that scenario.
Okay. And me. Who would you rather see
No,
stream
no.
for 2 hours?
Lighting in that scenario was really well done. I'm just
Are you saying the lighting? Are you saying Chris did?
$20 and I'll fix the lighting in here.
I was saying, did you say Chris did?
We're aware we need soft boxes.
I still look good under this lighting, so
That's because you do makeup to get rid of your highlights.
I put highlighter on.
No, catch light.
I don't use powder. I do not use powder, so there's no anti-shine anything.
I know you don't use powder because I didn't put it on you in the makeup test.
So, I don't know what you're speaking of because foundation's not going to get rid of shine.
All I'm saying is I took over and I was full of energy,
need
and
powder.
I think people want to see me stream. How are they going to have any goals to beat unless they see me do the goal on the stream? Then they can beat it.
I agree with Sankey.
What did he say?
Swanky said, I'm pretty sure I pointed out that I noticed the stream with the most viewers when it was just Kara, so data doesn't lie.
It's blasphemy because I haven't had a video game stream of my own. Besides, the audience spoke and you were refusing to play Trailmakers. We want to see you play Trailmakers.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I tell the audience when I'm playing and they can come along for the ride or not. So do they want to see Potion Craft? Hell no. So I haven't done Potion Craft again because literally nobody was there.
I mean, I had viewers with Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West, so
I want to take one crack at an Elden Ring string because it's fun. I can pronounce it correctly.
well, here's the thing. Mondays can be Chris, Wednesdays can be me, Fridays can be you.
Aren't we biting off a little bit too much?
It's playing
I was
video
doing
games.
Mondays and Wednesdays solo for the last 2 months.
And we played video games every night anyways, so
Not every night. Not even close. It's the way that
How about
I'm
you
led.
guys split Fridays and I'll go back to Monday, Wednesday?
When this originally started, weren't we each going to do a day or no?
Well, it was gonna be you and Kara share today, and I would do one of the days. But I like streaming, and I've been saving
fun.
the end of Trailmakers and not for broadcast, and our stupid internet,
Well, hopefully that gets fixed.
which we haven't. It's so insane how
Inconsistent.
inconsistent it is. It's fine right now, and it doesn't look super terrible. I don't know if people that watched last week saw that. We need a complaining about the internet emoji. Somebody remind Kara about that.
She's making
Genji
lit
Buckaroo.
emojis. What do you guys think of some of the stuff we've done with Affiliate? Do you like the new additions? And there's a bunch of stuff we can add.
Swanky said if you didn't go gallivanting off to Las Vegas to do heroin, you'd have time to stream.
Oh, so funny. Anyway, the steering wheel is
wait,
really,
we're going back. That was
Why are you so
forever
obsessed with this
ago.
steering wheel? It's a
He
steering
is-
wheel.
Okay, he is mad obsessed with this steering wheel.
You don't understand what it's like to drive the car, and you're just you want that experience again. How big of a smile did I have on my face? Maybe people could watch me stream my racing.
It'd be funnier to watch
Gabe
you
does
play
it.
drums on Rock Band.
No, drums is not funny. I look bad.
Exactly.
No one wants to see that.
It looks like Jeremy's having a seizure when he plays drums.
It's bad. It's a bad deal.
Yeah, gaming steering wheel swanky. That's what he's talking about.
It's a Logitech G923 that my buddy borrowed me, and it's got the paddle shifting, gas pedals. He's even got the actual stick shifter with it, and it just syncs up with GT7 extremely well. That's all. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, there we go. You should do Just Dance and stream it.
Just Dance? That would be really bad.
Somebody bust out DDR.
The last time I played Dance Dance Revolution was never.
Oh, I definitely played DDR back in like
Who do you
middle
know
school,
who
high
had a
school.
DDR?
Mimi.
Mimi had a DDR? No kidding.
Yep.
I never knew.
Is that just
here
Carrot
has
Twice,
ever
Mimi?
known.
Huh?
I said, is that just Carrot Twice? Mimi.
Right in there. My best friend Mimi.
Who you haven't really ever talked about on the podcast.
Yeah, why would you throw her under the bus for like 2 minutes while I wander away for no particular reason? I just kicked the table.
That's fine. So anyways, no, I like all the tools. I had to just collect my bits because it's
What are they, Jeremy?
tangent bits.
Good job.
Crystals, tangent crystals. And I play this little Star Wars game called Galaxy of Heroes that you all know that.
I was going to say we all
And
know
Crystals is like Chris is like how many Cam says that he would watch a streaming. Cam would want to watch me stream. This is the normally beat up, but Cam has my corner. He is in.
Did you enjoy watching me play Horizon Forbidden West, Cam? What?
Cam says we should stream more. Up the ante even more. And you should just stream more often.
I totally would. I totally would. Why not?
You don't need to stream anymore.
Why not?
Because I said so. I'm just kidding.
What is this, the 50s?
No, I'm being funny. I'm doing a comedic act here. That's what we're doing.
Jeremy's funny as, hey, wife, go make me a sandwich. Jeremy, we need to buy a dishwasher. We already have a dishwasher, you.
Hard with your jokes.
Hey, Jeremy, we need a dishwasher down here. Where can I get a wife?
Yeah, I know.
I'll send Jeremy your way.
Oh my goodness. Burn. Oh my goodness.
Swanky says the 50s are only 28 years
Don't
away.
even say that. That's so depressing.
Well,
That
you
is
old.
absolutely depressing.
Cam said he'd watch a driving stream.
See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are just too hard on me. That's all that there is to it.
Because it's fun.
Being hard on me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there's a built-in mute button that you guys can abuse, thank goodness. I really appreciate
I
that.
think there's a way for me to reset cooldowns.
You should.
Oh, so I forgot to mention, like, did I go through all of the things?
just-
No, I
I
don't
don't
think so.
think
I
you
think
actually
we
finished.
got to shut up, Jeremy.
All right, so then like there's some other like basic ass things like you can modify an emote. I don't even know what that does. Our emotes are perfect, so they need to be
Yeah.
modified. For 1,000 tangent crystals, we'll play one round of the IMDb game. Because I have, I don't have them labeled, but I have it set up on the macros because I accidentally hit them all the time. I think it's this. There it is.
Ooh.
The IMDb game.
Very nice.
I just sent it in.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I
Wait,
did.
are we playing the IMDb
I
game?
sent it in. I want to play the IMDb game. I just did it. I burned up 1,000 of my tangent crystals.
Hey, so you do have to mention the point, like if you read the thing, you have to put the actor in that you want us to do.
Oh crap.
So just, who do you want?
Robin Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson?
Did you say Robin Pattinson?
He did say Robin Pattinson.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Because he was in the new Batman movie. Speaking of which, we can talk about that for a second. Did you hear what AMC is going to do?
No.
So, who here has used an Uber, right?
I think I have.
So
Is
we used it in
Uber or
Chicago.
Lyft is whatever. Some
They-
crowdsourced taxi.
They have what's called surge pricing.
Yep.
If there's a high demand for Ubers, you pay more money.
Interesting. Hold on. Gotta do the emote again.
So,
As another tangent. Hold on. This is a thing that I have to say. Tangent time. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get this emote traction.
got it.
So ads on Twitch work in a similar way to surge pricing for Uber.
Really?
The more expected traffic there is going to be, the higher rate you get paid.
No kidding. That's very interesting. So, AMC is going to do that with their movie prices in theaters.
No way.
Well, hey,
Yes, Wayne.
you could probably get like a $3 ticket on a Wednesday afternoon.
If it works in reverse, right?
It better.
Right.
If it works in reverse, but people are really upset about it. And it wasn't AMC. Is that one of the meme stocks, or am I thinking of something else?
No, it was.
Yeah, that was one of the meme stocks.
Because like it almost died and people just bought the crap out of it.
Yeah. So it's very interesting to me because now they went from everybody's favorite on the internet to, go pound sand, you suck. Yeah, they're going to charge more to see Batman.
Well, so we don't have AMC theaters up here. We have
Marcus
Theaters.
Yeah.
Those Marcus pre-ads.
Oh my
sketches,
gosh, they're so bad.
Cringe.
With the
bad.
CEO
Yeah, with Greg Marcus or whatever.
Yeah.
He's seeming bougie.
Cam uses Uber anytime he's in Duluth.
That makes sense.
What? Oh my goodness, Ryan. How dare you? Ryan just subscribed.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yay!
I wish there's some sort of fanfare thing we could do on this. Like, again, I don't have this one set up.
I'll get a horn. I'll learn how to play, and I'll play it live.
I know how to play a horn.
Well, that's pretty good. You need to have horn cam then.
Horn cam. It's literally just on the trumpet.
Yeah. Someone does it.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
I'm gonna do a hot lap.
I should have tripped him on his way out. Just like, woo!
Where's that giant pole? Maybe we should have Jeremy do another jump over the pole.
Yeah, right. That's the backbreaker.
Oh, so Jeremy still needs to do the wheelie.
The bike trick. So I was actually thinking we should have like a cheers thing, and you could cheer to make Jeremy do a stunt.
Oh, I know why Ryan did
I
it.
like that.
He wanted all the...
You wanted the
He
emotes?
wanted the emotes!
So
That's
once
Squad.
I can't remember what the threshold is, but there's a threshold where we can do custom emotes for anybody watching.
I have been thinking of a way to grab...
Yeah, Ryan said bingo.
I have been thinking of a way to grab... This is a name you haven't heard in a long time. Before Ted Lasso and before Costco, there was Peter McKinnon.
Oh my
I've been
gosh,
thinking of
yeah.
a way to grab his attention. You need to do a chibi of Peter McKinnon. We'll send it to him, and maybe he'll do a collab with us.
That'd be
He might
sick.
really like it.
we have the chops to be able to work with him, I think.
We totally do.
Yeah. I can try drawing a chibi of Pete.
That'd be cool. You should do him with the broken hands or the broken hand.
Oh, did he break his hand?
Yeah, he
you
rolled
need
his
to see
quad and the canopy thing crushed his hand.
He's been doing his intros,
Whoa.
like changing them up more often, and the most recent one he made is absolute fire.
And it has an x-ray of his broken hand in it.
It's super.
And it's like all 4 fingers on the knuckle or on
And
the...
what did he break it on?
He was
Side by
driving his
side.
quad
Yeah.
and it tipped over. It's one of the ones that has a roof and a canopy. So when it went down, like you naturally reach
Yeah.
out. I think his hand was out like this instead of like this, but it just went.
I'll tell you what, if that happened to me, I would be out of work for months.
Yeah, Kara literally uses her hands to do her job.
Not like Jeremy.
Oh, you're so funny.
I do my job zero-handed all the time.
I have to do my job with my hands, Kara. Thank you very much.
So we're still inside of the IMDb game. So the music's still playing. But so this is why the tangent emoji is important.
Oh my gosh. All right, Jeremy,
So for
Robert Pattinson.
those of you who don't know, how the IMDb game works is you pick an actor or actress, and we have to decide whether they've appeared in more or fewer films than screen legend Sean Connery. So the fun part is not knowing how many films Sean Connery has been in. That's the spirit of the game. You can cheat and look it up and then have a better chance of guessing, but Sean Connery's appeared in many, many films. By far not the most, but not none. So that's what makes it fun, trying to compare the actor or actress of your choice to Sean Connery. So, Robert Pattinson, has he appeared in more or fewer?
I am 1,000% sure fewer because he just hasn't been in a ton of movies, right? The reason I bring him up.
So it's to clarify, it's according to IMDb's listed actor credits. So it can include appearances as self in TV shows. It doesn't, I think, include talk shows. But if they make appearance in other television type shows, that does count for their credits as well.
Basically anything more or less that would basically be scripted.
So, Jeremy said fewer.
It's not even Kara. If you want to get on this win, go
So-
for the W.
Just to be,
Hold on.
Don't do it. Don't do it
Just
to
to
be
be
a martyr.
opposite
do
of
it to use
Jeremy.
your brain. Think about it.
Use your brain in the chat. I want you to participate too. Don't look it up.
well, I mean,
Do you think-
what if he wasn't stuff as a kid?
He wasn't. No one knew who he was until the vampire
Nobody knows
thing.
unless
Yeah,
it's,
it's not everybody's Haley Joel Osment.
No.
Yeah.
This guy, sparkly boy launched him into famous.
Hey!
And now he's his Batman.
Cam.
Don't forget
We
to do
we
your
do need to shout out Cam, the legend, has subscribed to the
Oh my
channel.
goodness! Right now, jeez.
Cam.
Oh, we got.
Jump, Jerry, jump!
I was waiting for the whole thing to go flipping over backwards. I like how the end was just like an old man power walk around the mall.
I feel like I was maybe bouncing the camera. I don't know. I didn't want to break anything.
I think people would forgive us for the camera bounce you if you're sprinting in front of it.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, Chad, get your guesses in. Has
Just-
Robert Pattinson appeared in
just
more or
think
fewer
about it.
things?
Seriously.
But what if he was in something as a kid, like some random?
Tara, Sean Connery. We know it's a lot. It's Sean Connery.
Do we though?
Highlander. There could only be one. I don't know. Anyways,
That sounded like Jamie Heineman.
but so I picked Robert Pattinson because of he's the new Batman, which I've heard
very, very highly reviewed.
People are saying it's epic. So
All I can think of is Edward.
so what's
Twilight.
You don't
I
have
actually think it's
I will
Harry
go
Potter.
with-
He's in Harry Potter as well.
Oh, that's right, he is.
Cedric Diggory.
Fine, because Jeremy's forcing me to. I will go with fewer as well.
I'm not forcing you to. I'm
For
saying
the first
don't-
time in Jeremy's life, he's correct.
Wow, good job. Look at you.
Robert Pattinson has appeared in fewer credited roles than Sean Connery.
Dang. Okay.
I spent 1,000 tangent crystals on that.
So there we go. I think that ended it. Yep. Okay. The music stopped playing. I have to look at the VU meters. I'm not wearing my headphones. But that is the IMDb game. I don't know what I said for the cooldown on that.
Cam, unfortunately, sorry, buddy, is less because I just know that Sean's been in a lot. Big Sean has been in a lot of movies.
Robert Pattinson appeared in an uncredited role in the film Vanity Fair in 2004.
And then it was pretty much the Vampire Sparkly movies that
And then
Cedric
Twilight.
Diggory in The Goblet of Fire was next
Oh, really? Okay.
in 2005, and then he was Edward Cullen in Twilight in 2008. There's a couple other things in there, a couple TV movies. in
I
between.
remember, so 2008 was my first year in college, and I remember everybody going nuts, so insane for it.
Oh my goodness.
It was ridiculous.
So Harry Potter was huge, right? Everybody went absolutely mad for Harry Potter.
Lord of the Rings,
books and
too.
everything.
Like the very last full series of books I read was Harry Potter.
Dang.
See, this is kind of a fun tangent time. This is a fun tangent time. So
Let me drop the emote.
in order, I'd be like, in my life, Pokemon was like a phenomenon thing. It's come back multiple times. But like everybody was talking about it. Then it went to Star Wars, the re-release of Star Wars. And then Lord of the Rings, right around the same time as Star Wars. Then you had Harry Potter.
Actually, the first Harry Potter came out, I believe, before the first Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the first Lord of the Rings was 2003?
2001.
2001, same year then.
December 2001. So
they were both
end of
at
the
once.
year.
Now-
Harry
now I have
Potter
to
would have come
look.
out earlier.
Let me take a look just to be sure, but I believe the first Harry Potter was also 2001. Yep, they were both 01 then.
Okay, but yeah, they must come out a few months earlier.
So then we had Harry Potter, right? I want to say, thinking back, the next big thing that everybody talked about at the time was Twilight.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing that a lot
Oh,
of
yeah, and like
people
the
were
books were monumental.
books.
So basically, as the Harry Potter franchise was ramping up, Twilight, the book series, became a big deal.
Yeah.
And then like as the Harry Potter franchise is starting is nearing like the rounding out the last like 3 films or whatever, that's when Twilight picked up. And Iron Man, the first Iron Man, I believe, was 08 as well.
It sure
Dang.
was. Yeah.
So Twilight and then the beginning of the
Marvel.
MCU was kind of happening at the same
and
time.
then handed off. And then I said Pokemon because then it made its Pokemon Go. I mean, it took over the world in 2015-ish.
Was it 15? I think it was 17.
16.
16.
I have Pokemon from 16 still.
Oh, it
Jeremy
was,
and I
yeah.
have launch day accounts.
So
I was the next day. I know we've
well-
talked about this, but
So what's funny about that is just you remember like everybody was like thought it was super cool at first, and then immediately people started crapping all over it, and they're like, "Oh, you look so dumb, tethered to your phone or whatever." But it was like it got people out, it got people together.
It was like an entire summer of insanity.
it was
Yeah.
Going to like
insanity.
Leif Erikson Park, there's more people that have been there than I've ever seen there.
ever, and now it's sad because it's completely back to what it was. But like, as in just like no one uses these things. And another tangent time. Sorry, I thought this was really interesting. I don't know where we got where this immediately popped into my brain, but basically this architect.
nobody knows why things pop in your brain.
This architect said that the #1 project people like design for his class that they don't realize already exists. They make a building and they pitch it as a place for people to meet up, have like access to public space, be able to like, I kid you not, like get access to like knowledge. And they don't realize what they're designing is a library.
Yep. Before you said knowledge, I was going to say, a community center.
Yep. And so he was like, so many people design libraries, and it's just sad because it's like I went to Mount Royal, the one by our house or whatever, to get a library card for when I went to Vegas, so I could rent free books on my ebook. And I'm like, this place is awesome. Like, it's really cool because I don't go into them.
Every time I go to the Cloquet Library, it's closed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like I'll just like randomly like I haven't been in the library in forever. It's like I should get a library card and see what I haven't physically been inside of it since I was in high school.
I heard they've added on and it's big, and Cloquet has a really nice one.
Yeah, they like it looks like they basically doubled it in size.
Dang.
So like if you're looking at the looking at it from like the parking lot walking in,
Yeah.
so the left side it's like way more.
Wow, kind of where like the young adults and the
Yep,
kid
exactly.
books and stuff
All
were.
of
Yeah.
it's. And I've seen glimpses through the window, and it's like, oh yeah, there's still books in there.
And I may have talked about it when it came out, but the library, even since the last time I had went beforehand to get my library card, they have their own version of Netflix now, and it's called Hoopla. And you can stream 5 free things a month through the library. And depending on the size of your library, depends on how much. So like Minneapolis, St. Paul, you can probably get more because they have more patrons. So there's more like donations that come in.
Well, there's a lot of libraries in the what's our library?
Arrowhead.
Yeah, so like you would think that like we have a fairly decently sized network. Like
We do, yeah.
You can go up to like Virginia and Grand Rapids, anywhere around there. I think even in Wisconsin has some stuff that you can.
Yeah, and
in
you
the
can
same
like
system.
cross library.
Yep, interlibrary
Yeah,
exchange.
changes, yeah.
I remember doing that as a kid. Like our library wouldn't have something, but you went on the computer and you found what you wanted, and you'd be like, "Hey, I want this book," and it'd take however long to get it there.
When I was a kid, we had to use the Dewey Decimal System in the card catalog to look stuff up.
Books. That's when a library was really, when a librarian was really important because they'd hook you up, and help you find.
Yeah, the only person that had a computer in there was the librarian, and you had to go and ask them. You'd be like, you would either, I would take the card out, which they don't really like, or you write down the information on the card, and then bring it over to them, and then they can help you from there. But
Isn't there an Arnold Schwarzenegger quote where he's like, the Dewey Decimal System?
what you're talking about is actually a scene from UHF.
No way.
Yeah, and it's a spoof TV show called Conan the Librarian.
Oh,
and he cuts somebody in half and he goes, "Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?"
That's what I was thinking
That's
of.
from UHF.
Oh, I
watch
really
it.
need
It's
to
90
watch
minutes
that.
long and it's perfect.
Did you hear, this is going to be, I hope it doesn't trigger you, Chris. They're going to remake that. Did you hear that?
UHF?
Yes.
Weird Al going to be in it?
No.
Well, then don't watch it.
Do you know who's going to play him?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes. How'd you know that then?
They're doing a biopic of Weird Al with Daniel Radcliffe in
Oh,
it.
maybe they're not redoing it then.
really?
Yeah, they're doing it. So Daniel
It's filming
Radcliffe is
already.
gonna
It's
play-
amazing. Matt Rasmussen posted about it, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. So we have Weird Al tickets for this summer in July.
We do.
We do. I forgot all about that. I gotta take
Tiffany
that
and
time
Jody
off of
are
work.
coming up,
They sure are.
so I need to take that time off
That's
work
why
too.
I'm so broke. We bought a buttload of tickets and then
I dropped almost $700 on tickets.
I know. And I had to Google Pay you, and then we treated our friends to it. So it was like, yeah.
Oh, Kara talked you into doing that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so the funny thing is, he's coming up on Jody's birthday.
I mean, fair enough.
So I was like, yeah, happy
They
birthday.
are pretty cool.
Ryan posted a link, and I'm clicking on it to see what it is.
I wouldn't trust
Oh, it's the
anything.
Conan Librarian clip from.
Can you do this?
Nobody can see it.
Oh, got it. We can though. Sweet.
Yep.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System? Do you know how many times
Oh
I've
my
heard
gosh,
that
what
quote?
the?
Look how shredded that guy is.
He looks like me.
Oh my gosh. I need to watch this. How long is it?
It's this clip,
No.
40 seconds.
No,
The movie's 90 minutes long.
Oh, it's only an hour and a half.
Don't
Oh my
you
dang.
know the Dewey Decimal System?
Look how big that sword is. Oh, he's like, sorry, these books are overdue. He's like, ah!
What the heck? Oh my gosh.
That's probably the goriest thing in the whole movie. That's like the only thing. Like, and
It's not even gory.
He just looks like a jelly donut in the middle.
right.
Yeah. This is so
Dang it,
good.
Chris. Now I freaking want a donut. What the heck?
I actually almost bought donuts the other day. So the lady, tangent time, the lady at Super One.
We're like 9 tangents in. There's no recovery.
The lady at Super One. You guys would
I just
appreciate
got
this.
your tangent tokens, tangent crystals.
baby.
You're welcome.
So anyways, so here's what happened. Last night, we didn't know what we were gonna do for dinner. So I was like, hey, you know what I haven't had in a long time? Papa Murphy's. Do a Papa Murphy's. So I ended up having to go one by the grocery store. And so Kara's like, oh, jackpot. Jeremy can run an errand for me. Yes, please.
I hate the grocery store.
I do too.
So
that's why I have my stuff delivered.
So she makes a list of stuff for me, right? And I pick that up. I pick up the pizza, and then I forgot I wanted blueberries for blueberry pancakes. So I ran back in and got blueberries. And I'm like, at least I don't have to go tomorrow. So then this morning I wake up, and Kara's like, goes to the bathroom, and she goes, Jeremy, we're out of toilet paper, so if you have to go, you're screwed.
You guys have a shower?
AKA, we do have a removable shower head thing. I could,
Yeah, that's a DIY bidet.
Yeah, no shit.
You have a bidet tub.
Yeah, we have a bidet tub. So she's like, I'm like, all right, I'll run to the grocery store. So of course, I go there for toilet paper, and she's like, oh, can you get this for Chip and this for blah, blah, blah. So, okay, so I was like, all right, so I get stuff, right? I'm making small talk with the cashier, and she's super nice.
Okay, all of the cashiers at the Super One by our house, I love all of them. They're all super nice.
So I'm sitting there.
Dear Miners Incorporated, spend more money at KBGR because we're saying nice things about your stores.
So anyways, so I'm sitting there talking, and I'm like, so not only did I have to run out this morning, I said I also ran out last night, and she's like, oh my goodness, that's crazy, ha ha ha. So I said, well, have a nice day. And she goes, see you later. Well, hopefully not today. So I did not come back. I'm in the car on the way home. Kara calls me for more stuff. We're almost out of syrup. So I'm like, there's no way I can go back into Super One now.
No, you have to, and then go to the same cashier and be like, my wife. Oh. The old ball and chain.
That is exactly what it felt like. No, just kidding.
He went to the gas station anyway.
You paid gas station syrup prices to avoid seeing that same gas
Okay,
guy.
do you know how many times that our gas station by our house has saved me for like baking and stuff? If our grocery store doesn't have whatever baking item I need, the gas station does.
What's the name of this gas station?
Express Stop.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's just like a locally.
It's the one where I walked in one day and there's new owners. I walked in and they were the ones who were storing the cigarettes in the ceiling tiles.
Oh,
so they have like the ceiling tiles over and they're like chucking them down and they're restocking them because they don't want anybody to break in, I guess, and steal the whatever. But
now you know where they are. So
well, I do.
Well, yeah, it would
now
still be
that
annoying
Jeremy's
to
chewing.
get.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I thought that was really funny because that was a really good response. Like, see you later, but not today, But. So I went to the gas station and then I walked in and I was like, hey, I'm looking for syrup. And he misheard me and I cannot remember for the life of me what he said. He's like, you're looking for the sangrine crackers? I don't remember what the heck he said.
Sangrine crackers.
I don't know what it was because I can't remember, but it was really funny. And then the other worker was like, no, he's looking for the syrup.
I like how all of your impressions are Jamie Heineman.
But anyways, boom. Kara.
Good tangent. But anyways, boom. John Madden over here.
So I got to watch UHF apparently. I do want to.
I've only been recommending it for years.
You have been recommending, and you haven't steered me wrong yet. You had The Inside Job, Gravity Falls. I have not
Avatar.
watched any more, but I want to watch more of the Machina show. But Elden Ring has been consuming my
Ex
life.
Machina?
So.
Is that what it is?
Ex Machina.
Vox Machina.
Vox Machina.
But Elden Ring has been consuming my life. It is
And now Gran Turismo.
a good game. Gran Turismo, I cannot explain why this game just nails it on the head. It's very simple.
This light is nailing you on the head.
It's because I need powder or whatever.
Yep.
Just poop, 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 and then it's good to go.
If you pay for a Rise of the Podcast beanie, you can wear it.
Oh, right. I love beanies, and Kara hates them on me.
Because it will not affect the light on your face.
Jeremy thinks he looks hot AF in a
I
beanie.
feel confident in a beanie.
I don't like beanies on him.
Is it just
Baseball
me?
cap or bust?
Is there somebody else that you think, is there a male out there you think looks good in a beanie?
Not that comes right to mind.
So it's
Who's
not
the,
just
who's the guy
me.
who plays Jesse Pinkman?
I forget. Aaron something?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think he looks good in a beanie?
Aaron
He doesn't
Paul?
look good in general.
He looks
Aaron Paul.
fine.
He's not my type.
But
He's just too skinny.
it definitely, it's just like if he wears one, it just feels like a natural extension of his vibe.
Right. And maybe that's the thing. Like, during
Jeremy's vibe isn't like faux Rastafarian.
Well, I feel like when I worked at Wendy's,
What were the name of the two friends that hung out with Aaron Paul in Breaking Bad?
Badger.
Those
and-
guys have a beanie vibe.
Yeah.
Right, and it's
What's
just
the other guy's name? You keep going.
Wasn't mushroom, was it?
no.
Why'd you guys both say it aggressively?
Mushroom?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, mushroom, you got the goods?
No, I'm thinking of marzipan, badger, mushroom.
Oh my gosh.
Tony?
No.
No.
It was a nickname, I think, wasn't it? But no, I don't know. They, like you said, they've got the vibe, and to me,
Skinny Pete.
yeah,
Skinny Pete?
yep. And it's just that type of person. I don't know.
Jeremy needs a fedora, not a beanie.
Cam, you're walking a real fine line with what you could mean by that. I would think I'm cool.
And you just
like
need to
Indiana
grow out your
Jones,
beard
but
just
I
on
know,
this
I need
part. Just on this part, like the neck area.
Yeah.
No.
And you need to say "milady" every time you address
And then
Kara.
he needs to wear a big old long trench coat that reaches to the floor
Yep.
and a chain attached to your wallet.
I need one to keep you out of it.
I got my own cards.
Padlock.
I know you do. Kara's spending like a mad woman.
I'm not buying 2 rowers.
That was a glitch. It was a mistake. If I wanted to, okay, so here's the deal. I need to exercise. I need to take my PT test. It's coming up again this
Jeremy,
next Saturday.
the past month, how many times have you gone running?
Well, I ran every work day, so 5 days a week, 3 times. I ran 15 times in Vegas. When I got home, I ran 1 time on the treadmill and I rode 1 time at work. But we're so busy.
And when's your PT test?
Saturday, a week from today.
So if you actually pass this one with the whatever 500%, you don't have to do it for a year. Or?
I wouldn't have to do it till next March. But if I don't get above a 90, I have to do it again in September. And yeah, it's just, I have to do it. This is,
Well,
You
I think it's
hate-
worth tanking it to get to September because I think September is a better time to take the test.
it is really.
You
'Cause I can
hate
run
the
outside.
PT test so much. I'm surprised that's not like your driving factor, just to like not have to do it for a year.
Well, I'm hoping rowing will help me maintain a cardio.
But that doesn't help you with running.
Yeah,
Yes, it does. It does.
No.
It helps me retain oxygen in my blood.
But it doesn't help you with running
You have to row with
Then
your
why'd
legs.
you let me get one?
because it's an all-out body workout, but it doesn't
And your
help
whole
with
body sucks.
running.
Yes, it does. I would argue that it does. If I rode a 5K 3 times a week,
You might be able to run a mile.
no, it absolutely translates.
It does not translate
Because
to a
you're working
5K.
Your legs.
If you were frog jumping the whole way, then it would help.
Right? But yeah, so one row is going to take you further than
Okay.
one stride.
First off, I hate doing push-ups because I feel like I'm literally taking all the blood in my body and pushing it into my tiny little head.
You have a massive head.
say, you do
not have a tiny little head, honey.
It feels like it swells up. Like it just swells. The second I get down to do a push-up, so I hate push-ups. The second thing, I hate running, right? So
I hate running,
when
too.
I row, I'm working my arms.
Let's see those guns.
I'm working my arms. See, there's some, in Vegas, I was working out, you know. See?
I think Jeremy could beat me in an arm wrestling contest, but I think it's mostly because of leverage.
Now you remind me of a TV show. So with the rower, I can work my arms and get cardio at the same time. That's
So
why
here,
I
okay,
like it.
to test your theory on this, tomorrow you should go for a run.
Where am I going to run? We don't have a
Outside.
treadmill. I'm not going to go for a run outside. There's an ice storm coming in 45 minutes.
Monday, when you
Absolute mad lass here. I tell you
when
what.
you mad lass, what are we Irish?
You calling me a
yeah,
fedora-wearing
he's just
crazy
adjusting
person.
mad lad to mad lass.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, Monday, I want you to run, all out run. What, a mile and a half?
Yeah.
I want you to see if it actually helped and if you're going to actually get
Are
a
you from
good
Sweden?
score.
I want you to see.
Do you remember
I
what your
want
time
you to
was?
see.
Do you remember what your time was for your last PT test for
I
your
can
mile
look
and
it
a
up.
half?
I can reference it.
So no, on Monday I want you to run and see how you do. See if you get the time that you need to pass your PT test.
What if I don't?
Then
No amount of rowing is going to get you there by Saturday.
boom.
But
No amount of running is going to get you there either, so you might as well just quit.
why? Who wouldn't hate the PT test? Thank you. Yes, it sucks.
Well, no,
Whoever wants to be judged on their physical
You joined the
capabilities.
military, you knew this was going to
Athletes.
happen.
Oh, don't give me that whole wax and spiel.
Waxing spiel.
The whole ball of wax and the whole spiel. I combined them together into one thing. I don't want to hear. That's the same thing. Like, it's okay for police to get shot at because they expected it for their job. Like, no one wants it to happen.
It's not okay, but if everyone's going to be shot at, it should be the police.
Here's the thing. Being shot at is not guaranteed. Your PT test is guaranteed. Your PT test is a guaranteed thing.
No, they changed the rules.
Swanky has called you out. He said, dude, you're in your 30s. Running should be a breeze since it's a lower time than when you joined.
I want to snap someone's neck. I constantly get in an argument with my coworker, and here's exactly what he says. He says, the older you get, the easier it is to run. As in, you can get better times the older you are. And I said, why isn't a geriatric winning the Olympics? And he's like, that's not what I mean. But 50-year-olds do better times than 30-year-olds. BS. Why are the Olympics? Everybody's 18. No. Absolutely not. Triggered.
I think what he's saying is you have a lower benchmark.
Give me a Kara timeout right now.
You have a lower benchmark to hit, so it should be easier because you don't have to work as hard.
It's not that much though. That's what's BS. The capacity. It's like when you go 50, you expend so much energy in your vehicle when you're driving down the freeway, and then you go 70, it's exponentially more energy expended. I have to expend more energy than the PT test dropped. That's the difference. You did not just, what did you did?
What's your best 2 mile?
We don't have to do 2 mile. We do 1.5 miles. And that kills me. My best in my entire life is 15.5 minutes.
What did you get on your last test? Or just ballpark?
But that was 1.5 miles, and it was probably around 13 minutes for 1.5 miles. But as the epitome of out of shape.
Epitome?
It's fun. You guys know I know what it means. Not like
no. We can't be guaranteed that we know.
I spent tangent crystals, Chris.
Oh, did you?
I don't see
I missed it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I missed it too.
Jeremy was getting too spicy for me. A bit too spicy, and it wasn't funny spicy. It was real spicy.
Yeah.
So had to put Jeremy on the big old TO. You know what I'm saying?
You triggered me.
Yeah. I'm giving you.
There's no. You're on timeout. You be quiet and sit in the couch.
This is like putting a 2-year-old in the corner because they threw a temper tantrum, and now you are going to shh for a full 60 seconds and chill.
She's stabbing the lens with her eyes. You can't do that. You never do that.
Don't you remember in the beginning when Chris told us to stab the camera with our eyeballs?
Yeah, you have to engage with the audience. She's directly addressing Swanky, who said 15.5 for 1.5 miles. I think, all right, Jeremy, that's
Kara wants her full minute, by golly. Anyways, 15.5 minutes for my best 2 mile when I was into running. There was somebody else that was in the Army, and their 2 mile time was 15 minutes. And I'm like, if they can do it, I want to beat that. So I went out, and that was when I was in the best running shape of my life. I was doing Ragnar relays and running a lot and everything like that. But my best 1.5 mile time in basic training was 10:45, 10:30-ish, somewhere in there. Now I run it in like 13 minutes, 12.5, 13 minutes for 1.5 miles. But that clears it up. But I hate the thought process like, oh, you should do better now because you get more time. I need that time. I need it.
Maybe if you were eating less blueberry pancakes and more protein
Don't take those away from me.
It's actually pannekuchen, which is a puff pancake, a Swedish puff pancake.
It's probably worse.
Jeremy's a Swedish puff pancake.
It's true.
Swanky says the minimum time for a 2-minute mile is like 15:42.
I would have passed, just barely. That's the story of my life. It's just always barely passing.
Yep.
Meet the minimums.
You're not wearing enough pieces of flair, Jeremy.
Exactly where I was going with that. Not enough pieces of flair.
So this week I want you to run.
I'm not.
Run 30 miles in one day, Jeremy. Just get it all out of your system.
At work.
That's what I'm saying.
On the treadmill.
Yep.
But I am making a counterpoint, and I want actual feedback from people, specifically Cam, Swanky, and Ryan.
But not me, apparently.
And David. You already get yours live.
You had to come up here to do that, Swanky.
Is cardio, to a certain extent, cardio? Will using cardio and doing cardio be better than no cardio at all?
I mean, obviously it would.
I think if I did a test thing where I didn't run for, I didn't do any cardio for a month, and I went and ran 1.5 miles, and I took that time as a baseline. And then I did a month of running on a treadmill and then did 1.5 miles, then took another month off. Then I did a month of only rowing and then did 1.5 miles. both cardio times will be higher than no exercise at all. That's what
No,
I'm saying.
so cardio-
we're not disputing that. What we're saying is running will make you better at running. Rowing
Yeah.
will make you better just at endurance.
But I'm not trying to be a good runner. I want to just not die when I take my PT test.
All right, fair enough.
So if I get the cardio, my lung, I'll aerate my blood better during my run.
If you were
I'll
in
be
the
able to deal-
Navy, I would say the rowing machine's a perfect choice.
Right?
Because when that aircraft carrier runs out of gas,
Can you imagine them sticking oars out on all sides of the aircraft carrier?
It's just
All
like a
hands on deck.
Yeah, Viking shit.
But anyways, my body will know how to deal with lactic acid. Like those are the things that break down when you run. I will still be doing
But
it.
yeah, I mean, as far as making sure you can run fast enough, running does work
It's not the
different
speed.
muscles.
It's not the speed, and here's why. I got these hinged babies. I've got the length. I can run
That's
fast.
the only time in your life you can say that, too.
I can run fast because I have long legs.
That means absolute jack crap. I
No.
have long legs and I am not a very fast runner.
Because you're not athletic like Jeremy.
Because you're not rowing. You have a buildup of...
Jeremy,
So
when
here's
did you
what
start
happens.
running? When did you
Here's
start
what
rowing?
happens when Kara...
Oh, a month ago?
Here's what happens... No. Here's what happens when Kara
Yes.
goes out for a run. And she uses her long stride. She starts running and her body starts getting lactic acid in the muscles. It doesn't know how to break them down and deal with them. Her blood isn't getting oxygenated enough, so she feels like death. If you row and build up your cardio and then went for a run, you'd be able to use that
But
long
my
stride.
running muscles aren't going to work.
Your
aren't-
running muscles exist. They're in there, and they're getting worked
They're
out
in
with the rowing.
Dr. Jeremy. Cam says, if you only meet the minimums, no one expects you to excel. That's a great plan, Jeremy.
That's exactly it.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? Okay, I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I do get awards. It's because maybe nobody expects anything out of me. They're like, crap, this guy's Mr. Normal over here, Mr. NPC free guy. He's wow, he's doing good. We expected him to make some coffee and
Are you
go
free
to the
guy?
bathroom. I'm just saying,
I haven't seen
I'm
the
probably
movie.
the NPC
That's-
in the world of my work.
Jeremy, that's free guy.
Is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nobody, he's just an NPC. Nobody
Yeah.
expects anything out of him and he ends up kicking butt.
Yep, that's me. But I don't kick butt. I just do above the minimum.
Yep. You wear that
barely
one extra
above the
piece of
minimums.
flair.
Yep. Jenkins over there, Ryan, or whoever, Ryan, somebody over there has Jenkins? No.
What?
Who has the 34 pieces of
I
flair?
can't remember. It's been so long. I only remember the you're not wearing enough flair bit.
So good. Absolutely really good.
Just doing a quick check to make sure that I haven't missed anything else in chat. No, that looks
Oh my
pretty
goodness.
all right.
If you ran with me, I would absolutely love that. Swanky said, "Don't worry, Heather.
I know, I saw
I'll
it. I
take
saw
Jeremy
it.
for a run."
Yeah, that's
I'm
why she
not
said
trying
you
to-
has to come up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, I read it. I read it.
What do you mean Reddit?
I read his comment. I read it. Read Swanky's comment.
I hear Reddit and I just think of the website.
Yep.
They've got it monopolized.
Do they
I
dig?
don't. Let's get into a final closing. Only closing soon. We're gonna cut just a couple minutes early, or like 15 minutes early ish. Only because Kara's pointing out we have a snowstorm coming, and my thing was
An
is
ice storm.
ice storm, and we don't want to get caught driving home in it. And it's
It's
supposed to
like a
start
35, 40 minute drive
pretty
home. So
darn soon. So that
Yeah.
was one thing. We definitely wanted to come down here tonight and do it still, but yes, I want to be able to cut a couple minutes early.
Oh dang! Swanky was chosen to lead runs in the army specifically to make people puke. So
Oh my god!
you got an all-pro running legend that's gonna come here and get you into shape.
Nobody can run that good with that big of a gamer score. That's all I'm saying.
oh, Swanky.
Maybe all he does is treadmill while he games.
If he did, then
Right?
he'd be
That'd be
absolute
impressive.
Beast mode.
Right?
There's
Absolute beast.
I can't remember if Ryan is still watching. Who's that guy that you watch? That there's a guy that all he plays video games while he's on an exercise bike, and you can like tip to make him like bike faster and do like insane stuff.
See, that's what I need to do.
I want to see him play Elden Ring.
The year Jeremy and I got married, I would run on my treadmill and watch movies. And I ended up running like 3 or 4 13 mile runs before I actually ran Grandma's half marathon. And in that, when I would run those, I'd watch a couple movies. Yep.
Nice. How long does it take to run a half marathon? For you,
My best
anyway?
time was just over 2 hours.
Dang. All right.
Best time. Now it's...
Several weeks.
I did a full marathon almost 4 years ago now.
What I was
Yeah.
gonna say was, Don't you like the motivation of the fitness programs? They have one for treadmill too. That's exactly like the rowing machine.
Oh, nice.
And so when you're on a treadmill,
Apple Fitness.
they help you like do basically interval training. So they'll be like, all right, I want you to find a like medium and then slow and then fast speed, and they bounce you back and forth between them. So they'll be like, all right, I need a minute all out. And you just hit it hard for a minute. And then they have you like having that person there motivating you really does help tremendously.
That's what I used to do. I used to set the treadmill as fast as it would go and run on that for as long as I could, and then slow it back down to a slower jog.
The ones I had in Vegas I really like because you could pre-program the buttons for speed, so you could have that. And you just hit the top button, and it would instantly set it to like 7 miles an hour. And then I'd do 4, and then like 3.5, 3 for my walking speed.
Yeah. 3.5, 4 was my walking speed.
Swanky adds, for more background information, I haven't gone for a run in like 10 years.
LOL.
I still think he would take you.
I'm sure he would.
If we did 5 laps around the block, I think he would beat you by a whole block.
Yeah, it would be me for sure.
Swanky, let's row a 5K and see who finishes first.
That's
means
apples to oranges.
We have to keep the second rower then.
No, we're not going to keep this.
Yeah, we have to. If you want to star on a reasonably priced rowing machine.
Oh my goodness, that would be horrible. Hey, come down and
do a fitness test to go on a nerd pop culture talk show.
Oh my goodness, looks like Keith here has the fastest row time.
I think he probably would.
Probably.
It's like
he's pretty fit.
You rode.
You rode a 5K in 2 minutes. I don't know what a good time for a 5K row is.
So a good rowing pace is like under 2 minutes for 500 meters. So it'd be about
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yep.
That'd be torture.
I've done 2 5Ks on a row machine.
But just to bring some, like, if we're like, hey, Justin, you want to come and guest on the show and talk about some movies, but first sit your butt down on this rowing machine for half an hour? Like we're gonna have to install a shower for people to get cleaned up before the show.
Because, like I said, I was doing these interval sprints, and Kara over here could hear me upstairs grunting and groaning. Look at that face.
Swanky says, whenever I make it up there, I'll run a 5K on a treadmill while beating Jeremy's top score. You gotta play Run to the Hills.
Oh my god!
While you're
Eye
running.
of the Tiger.
That terrible disappointment, Chris. Why do you take us out?
What?
I know. Everybody, blame Minnesota weather.
There is someone else that we have to blame here. It's Jeremy.
Believe it or not, it is to get Chip home safely.
And I just got a text from my mom saying he is outside sleeping.
See, you don't want to wake him up. Oh yeah, Swanky, you did it.
You use the emote.
Yep. Oh, okay. So before I do the outro, really quick. So one of the cool things is inside of the creator dashboard, it shows you how many times your emotes get used. So I can, if I know beforehand how many emotes have been used of a certain one, I can be like, oh, we went on 13 tangents today or something. Just interesting, like Amazon advanced stats stuff or whatever.
That's really funny.
The gauntlet is now thrown down. All right. So anyway, we are going to wrap it up. This is probably the shortest podcast we've done in like a year. I would have to guess.
That is true.
If you're watching us live, you guys are legends. Thank you so much for getting us to like affiliate status and everything. Episode 150 next week. I don't know if we're doing anything special or not. I mean, 150 is like...
That's kind of a big deal.
It's a neat number, but like I'm more excited about the 3-year anniversary than 150 episodes.
Do you want to... This is just mean time. You want to slap a 30-second or minute ad right at the end?
What? Do I? Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to run a 1-minute ad break and then do the outro, I guess. Or I'll do the outro during the ad break because the subscribe people still get it.
Yeah.
All right. Here. Enjoy an ad.
Jeremy, you're so bad.
No, and why not? It's at the end.
It's so rude. You should apologize to people in chat for us having to run that.
Look what Cam did. Cam, you rock.
What do you do?
Oh my God. Oh, let's say Cam, hopefully you can still see this because I have ads turned off for subs. You're incredible. That's freaking awesome.
Oh my
dude.
gosh. Did he
gifted a sub. He's tied with you for number 1.
Thanks, Cam.
Anyway,
you are awesome.
Thank you, everybody who's joining us live. I apologize if you're not getting the outro because you're watching it.
That was Jeremy's idea.
It was funny,
1,000%.
I just want to see how much, because you can see how much it generated and stuff, right?
I can.
For metric purposes.
Well, no, is Brad subbed? Brad subbed.
Yeah, he subbed.
Okay.
I think
so you made Brad leave.
He left?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have 5 viewers, and I think only one of them might not be subs. So we got 8 seconds left on the ad break, and we'll come back and apologize, and then do the outro, I guess. And so we got one left. Hey, sorry about that.
That was Jeremy. 100% Jeremy.
I just want to do a metric test.
All right. Anyway, so thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for sitting through that ad at the very end of the episode. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you for checking us out after the fact without any dropped frames or internet issues there.
Or ads on YouTube.
Or ads on YouTube. That's true. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button to show that you want to see more content like this over there. Also, comment down below about any of the topics that we talked about tonight. I can't remember one in specific, but we'd love to carry on the conversation. If you're listening to us on your mobile device or where you listen to podcasts, we appreciate that you like to take us with you anywhere you go in the most convenient format possible. But consider checking us out live Saturday nights on Twitch and participate in the conversation. And for those of you that are watching us live, you guys are legends. We love talking to you guys every Saturday night, 7 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/Rise the Podcast. Got to get that out there. And we're just going to mess around and come up with some cool stuff for next week, hopefully, for the 150th episode. What a wild ride it's been. All that said, thank you guys so much for watching. And of course,
May the force be with you.